Hello, my name is Elisha, and I want to welcome you to my channel. This channel is all about living a soft life through the written word. What I mean by that is that we all have the space where we want it to be filled with the things that we love, the things that nurture us, bring us life. And I really feel as though not only the word that you read scripturally through the Bible is very healing, but also, building the life within your world through planning, self reflection, feeding yourself, all of these little elements that really help the soul thrive into the soft life that you envision. So, that was a super wordy way of saying I love to journal and I love to create content that is soothing to the soul and provides that soft life. I hope this YouTube video inspires you to write the life that you want as well, to document those beautiful moments and, encourage you to fulfill the love and the nurturing that you want for yourself and the people around you. So I wanted to start by creating this, or I wanted to start really with laying down the space more. I wanted to dedicate this YouTube channel to each of my books that I work on the most. This is one of them. This is my A6 planning and financial planning journal. I call it my planning and financial planning journal because at first it was just a financial planner, like those envelopes that people use for packing their physical coins in and physical money in to save money. And I still do quite a bit of that, but I also use this journal to get inspired, like what am I planning for? What means the most to me? What am I interested in at the moment? And then also business planning, which I'm super excited to, dive more into as I learn more about how to create a business with my partner as well. So let me go ahead and open this up and show you what's inside. This will be the first video that focuses on this. Oh, actually, no. I think I really want to show you each of the books that I'm going to be putting my heart into, pouring my heart into. So let me go ahead and get those. So this first one is the Planning and Financial Planning Notebook by A6. Oh, let me come back. And then I have this awesome family cookbook series. I haven't written in it yet. I have a huge cookbook that I absolutely love. I've had it since college, and it has all these scrapbook bits and bobs of me writing down my cooking, my cookbook for my family, all the recipes for my family, and I absolutely adore it. But this family cookbook is brand new. I bought it when I was at Barnes & Noble's with my family, and I just couldn't take my eyes off it. I knew I had to purchase it, mostly because me and my fiance are having our own little life together now. And I'd love, love, love to have more of an experimentation of what types of foods we want to bring into our family when it grows one day. And yeah, also implement the family recipes that, we want to take with us as well into our kitchen legacy, as I'd possibly say. But yeah, let me go ahead and pull it out. Let me see if it'll give for me. Oh, it's so stuck. Give me a moment. All right, so that's the binding here where it says My Family Cookbook. And let me see if it'll, here we go. Release, my friend. Release. Oh, oh. There we go. And it's so cute. It has this little pie in the middle. Ironically, Zatarius is not a pie person, but I love pie, specific types of pie. He does love apple pie, which is really cute. But I just thought it was really funny that we had this pie thing, and we're both Do we like pie? I don't know. But I love this like my family cookbook section right here. It's just so like sweet and like minimalist and sophisticated, but with this vibrant red, it just like speaks volumes, you know? And then you open it up right here, and it has the everything that has to do with cooking on it. It has the recipes, the ingredients. We have the created by on here. A little family review, how many stars you want. You know, it's gonna have like a beautiful life, a really beautiful life. So I'm super excited about this little cookbook situation. And let me return back to my A6, because the other thing I wanted to show you, I want to show it last because I love it so much and I just want to give it its own space and time. But yes, this A6 is for planning and financial planning. When I open it up here, ta-da, it opens up with like a debit card that I don't typically use. This debit card is for financial support for our church. And it has like a few little bits and bobs in here, like this like Levi's tag that fell off of my fiance's pants. And then I got this like beautiful card from the financial institution that I work for. So I thought that was pretty exciting and really sweet because my grandfather recently passed away. And that's just the blissful joy of like receiving flowers. It's really nice to me. Actually, the little flowers are right there. So yeah, just feeling grateful. I open it up with the Lord's Prayer. And the reason why I put the Lord's Prayer at the beginning of this planning journal is because I want to start off my day focused on the Lord and what He provides for us. I am devoted to God and His teachings and what He brings to our life. And just starting off my day with the Lord's Prayer just really brings me peace and soundness. I have not been reading the Lord's Prayer as devotingly as I typically do, but I'm giving myself grace because I recently moved and I am just making sure that like I get my life stable, and I pray like little spurts like throughout like my day. But yeah, I'm gonna get back to this routine of reading the Lord's Prayer and just starting my planning journey through that. And each tab has like a little label on it. So it starts with the Lord's Prayer, so that doesn't have a tab, of course, because it just speaks for itself. And then on the next tab that says Plan, this is where it has more of like my messy, not so pretty scrapbooking attempts here. So I'm a little, to be honest, like I'm a little embarrassed, mostly because my mom is an amazing illustrator, scrapbooker. She would not coin herself as an illustrator, but she does like really beautiful pieces. If you want to see more of her work, I'll definitely make sure to put it in the YouTube post as well. It's just so, every time I think of my mom's scrapbooking and her letters that she's ever created for me, it just brings me genuine joy and peace for the love that she has and like the love that Dad has for me as well, because he supports her art as well. But yeah, it's nothing like amazing. Sometimes I just love to plan, and I always love to plan. So this is like a little snippet of like what I do. So the first thing is like when I'm planning something, it's like messy. You know, it doesn't have like a rhyme or a rhythm. And the beginning of this planning section that I did in August was focused on just putting things on paper, just planning things and putting them on a paper so I can prepare for the next few weeks of my day. I wrote here on August 17th of 2025 that I just want to dream more, recite the Bible more, cook more, grow more food, write more, hold space for Zetarius, who is my fiance, and his passions, needs, love, and love on him more, work out more, live an honest, beautiful, sometimes messy, genuine life. And that's the that's it, yo. Like, that pretty much sums up, how I ultimately want to live and how I ultimately want to express myself too through this channel. And this other section here, for example, this has like our menu, the menu for Z when he gets here, when he came to visit me back in August last year for his birthday. I had a whole menu created for him. We followed it to some extent, but it was also like an experience full of exploration that I was really excited for. Trying new things, getting like new sandwich stuff, like and going to Sky Zone, like so, splitting up the food menu with genuine and awesome experiences in between. So that was really fun. I'm just going to show you one more space in here. This is my attempt at learning how to use a glass pen. So as you can see, everything's like just really messy and full of exploration. It's not really meant to create at least for now, create a space of like sheer beauty, because I'm looking for what that beautiful template, what that beautiful um, expression is for me. I'm not really sure what that looks like yet. So yeah, that's pretty much what sums up this section here. And then, oh, I just wanted to show you one more thing. Okay. So, and then I also put quite a bit of photographs in my space as well. So this is Elisha Nain and this little picture that I use my printer for. And I have the Polaroid printer, Instapix, I think it's called, the Polaroid Instant Picture that I use for all of my printing that goes into this notebook. And then this small piece, or larger piece of paper, is a little drawing paper that we found when we were at what's called Controllerize here in Atlanta. And it's awesome. I love this space. Controllerize has, amazing DJs and like video games and like just good vibes. They had donuts this time from like a local vendor, and they had like all different types of glazes, and it was amazing, like chef's kiss for sure. Like, ooh, yes, it's giving. So yeah, just small snippets like that like inspire the planning process, really help me become a better planner, even though it's not like super what's the word, super concise and clean. I just give myself the space to be messy during this planning process. And then everything else goes in a Google Calendar, That's where the cleanness goes. The next section here is where I have my studies. As I said before, I do have like a business ventures that Elisha and I want to explore. And the best way to do that is to study and see how finances play a part in supporting those ventures. So I have a list of different types of business terms that I needed to learn. My Abba, or my father, he has a great business up in New York where he is a chef, and he does tons of catering. So he knows everything about food, everything about finances for businesses. And I love learning more from him. So he gave me like a jumble of different types of business terms that I need to research more and, put in my Rolodex, so that when I'm ready to focus on like our business, I'm able to express it through numbers and variables that provide results. Because it's not just about the food that we're making or like the product that we're making. It's also about creating like a sustainable life for it, nurturing it. Of course, praying over it, but definitely creating that nurturing support, and not living over our means for this venture. So yeah, it has a couple of books that I want to read: From Kitchen to Market, Sell Your Specialty Food by Stephen F. Hall. And then I have another book that I want to read: Food Business Secrets, Specialty Food Maker Reveals How to Buy How To by Michael Adams. So I'll be picking those up at some point as well. And yeah, that's a little bit of the research that I'm doing for business stuff. And I also have a little section for personal as well. And of course, if anybody's ever heard of the 50-30-20 rule, this is where all of this encompasses. So I just have a reminder in my head of what I need to focus on in terms of my spending. So 50% for needs, lifestyle spending 30%, and then savings and debt repayment 20%, so that I live a more balanced life. And then I have right here what I'm actually spending in percentages. And I'm feeling not too bad about it, to be honest. I know that right now I'm spending 63% on my needs. I'm 11% on lifestyle spending, which is like a huge testament to, you know, the social life that I actually have. And I do want to spend more on this, but the reality is I have more going into my debt right now. And hopefully that changes. But, you know, just give it time in life, and we'll just see. We'll just see where life takes us, you know? And then lastly, I have the section that says save here. And we have the save challenges. So all of my funds right now go into bank accounts that I dedicate to savings. But anytime I feel as though I'm ready to shift things over to these envelopes that are focused on saving as well, I have that space to do that. So I have a gift section, I have an auto section, and then I have an emergency section. Yeah, so yeah, I can't remember what the term is for like these. Oh, I think it's envelope stuffing for these, this series of envelopes that are used for saving. So yeah, eventually I'll come back to doing that as well in the future. And here we have some budget sheets that, you know, have the date, the contents, meaning, you know, are you using it for emergency? Are you saving up for gifts? Are you saving up for auto? And then the cash or card that you use, the income of what it is, and then ultimately what you have. Actually, I don't know what the income means compared to outlay, but essentially what I would put here is the balance after I either take away or add to this funding. So yeah, we have that in there. I'm gonna go ahead and close up this notebook. And the last thing I want to show y'all is the thing that provides me 100% peace of mind and excitement. It's the Bible practice that I love to do. This is the Tony Evans Study Bible. I don't typically use this study Bible to really read what Tony Evans states about the Bible, like his notes. Not that I have anything against him, but I just needed to go on this journey with one purpose in mind, and that purpose was to read the Bible and bring out and understand the words that I don't understand. I love that this is a CSB Bible because it's easy for me to read, but I was more excited about making sure that I read it, pull out the words that I'm like, I want deeper understanding about this, and create a space where I can read the Bible with more understanding. So I have all of these beautiful tabs here that just bring me so much joy and enlightenment because they're so cute and pink and adorable. I have a glossary section here as well, so that I know, like when I'm highlighting words, what category they go into. So I have words and nouns that go here. I have names that are here, places and geography in the purple, and then tribes that's in the blue. So we have pink, green, purple, blue. And when you open up my Bible, it has these pages that have the different types of words in them, on them. I decided to make them on separate pieces of paper, and this is rice paper. It's super delicate. My mom actually gave me the idea of using rice paper instead of any type of like vellum or anything because it is thin, and when I add it, when I paste it into my Bible, it's very clean and it doesn't bulk up the Bible too much. So, for example, here we have the word Pishon, which is one of the 4 rivers that are through in the location of the Garden of Eden. And I didn't know this, but Pishon literally means increase. I don't know if you can see that. Do you see that? Yeah. So it means increase. I thought that was pretty cool. So I went ahead and wrote that in. I typically write the word, the verse that it's in, the breakdown spelling, and then what type of word it is. So this is a proposition noun. And yeah, that's pretty much it too when it comes to this Bible. I keep this Bible very simple, very focused looking. Here are all the highlights that I have for this Bible. Even though it's a simple practice, this Bible does get super deep, like super, super deep. And of course, as we move along, I'll definitely go through the process of what I've discovered and how awesome it has been to read this Bible with fuller understanding. So, yeah, but that is my 3 different modes of thinking: my Bible definitions, my recipe book, and then my A6 planning and financial planning journal. So I anticipate that this video series is going to have a separate space for each, or a separate playlist for each book, just to keep things organized. And, you know, if anyone is interested in any of these creative spaces, they can choose which playlist speaks to their heart and or yeah, speaks to their heart. Or, you know, if they want, they have more questions, they can focus on just one playlist and like ask as many questions, or, you know, learn more about this process as it goes by. But yeah, this is what the Elisha Nain, this channel, is going to express. If you have any interest in this series, go ahead and give this video a like and subscribe. And I hope to talk to you soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.